So I have a movie that has just a bunch of horrid people that have dreams and goals just like everybody else, but it's a thriller that is something you need to see. So let's get into it. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Beyond the Void Horror Podcast. My name is Alex, and today we're going to be doing a spoiler-free review and an unboxing of a Japanese film called The World of Kanako. Her world is very messed up, let me tell you. We're going to talk about everything about this movie. MVD Entertainment sent this one out to me to review. It's a 2014 film. It's kind of a film that's a thriller, but also kind of Pulp Fiction-y and has a couple other elements in it. We'll get into what I think of this movie and some of the extras and everything that's inside of this release that's coming out on the 9th. So let's talk about it. So yeah, I'd never heard of this movie and I wasn't too sure what to expect, and I was interested in checking it out because I watched the trailer and it just looked bombastic, like crazy, wild, very artistic. The way that they shoot the film feels like a Today film, really. And I am glad to report that this movie kicks ass. Holy shit. Like, it just blew me away with just how awesome things were. And what I mean by that is that this movie does not hold back its punches about how parts of reality are pretty fucked up. And the characters in this movie are pretty, they're not good people. In fact, it almost feels like everybody in this movie is a bad person. But it makes for a really interesting story, so let me tell you about it. So The World of Kanako is a crazy one, a wild one, and it's about an ex-detective by the name of Akikazu, who is a little rough around the edges, not exactly the most social guy, and he's a piece of shit. He's searching for his daughter that's gone missing 5 days ago, and he soon becomes wrapped up into this crazy story of talking to his friends, to getting involved with gangs, and sex, drugs, rock and roll, and so much more. This movie goes there, and it reminds me very much of like Oldboy meets Tarantino. The main character, who is played by Koji Yakusho, he is fan-freaking-tastic. He goes to some really dark places. The character that he's playing is, sad, run down, also kind of just a jerk and belongs there. Goes through all these different emotions. He has no patience. He's much more of a criminal than he has ever been a detective, partially because he lost his family. His wife was cheating on him and he went crazy and slammed his car into her with the guy in the car and beat the shit out of him. Ex-detective Akikazu is just terrible. You watch him kick people's asses and just like, how is he getting through this? The action is just all over the place, whether it's a car, knife fight, guns, whatever. There's just a ton of stuff in this movie where he is just going through people like a bulldozer. Which, let me tell you, this movie gets started right away. None of that waiting around bullshit. The beginning of the movie, the credits and everything like that have like sort of messaging and sort of details into the story of what's happening and sort of their life, everything that went wrong in his life, so it catches you up to speed really quick. And the first thing you're gonna notice right away is, wow, this is shot like extremely well. Man, does it look amazing. Like, there is some really great stuff in this film. And it's weird too, because this is by director Tetsuya Nakashima, who I've never even heard of, and I'm like kind of blown away by this movie. Like, it's got a 6.5 on IMDb, and I'm like, what? Like, no, this movie is pretty good. Now, I did compare it to Oldboy, and it very much is in that dark sort of realm. Oldboy is a Korean film. This is a Japanese film. I know it's two different people, but when I compare the two, it's because they both have a grasp on the rawness of reality. Everything isn't so prim and proper, and it's dark and dingy, and some of the brightest spots even have the darkest bits to them. When he goes to find his daughter, things just get so much worse. And he finds out very quickly that he is definitely in for more than he thought he was. But he never gives up, and he's stubborn as hell. The characters in it, man, are freaking wild. His daughter, who he's trying to find, You know, he doesn't even know, he doesn't remember who she is because he's been working the whole time, drowning himself in police work, and never really gotten to know his daughter. These are not your just typical characters. These are very multi-dimensional beings that have different emotions at any given moment. The pace of this film is just popping, and when it really wants to sink its teeth into you to really make an impact, it really is a gut punch sometimes. This is actually a novel by the author Akio Fukumaki, which is called Hatashinaki Kawaki, which means endless thirst, which apparently is like a reference to Alice in Wonderland, which they do point to in this movie. So it's got that like double thing going on. Kind of like how Wild at Heart has like the Wizard of Oz going on in the background. This movie has that. The director of this film, he is known for a movie called Confessions, which he did, I think it was like 2004. And then he even did a horror movie recently within the last 6 years. So not so recent, but it's called It Comes. And both of these movies, I can't get a hold of. The cast in this is really phenomenal. I mean, Koji Yakusho, who plays Akikazu, is amazing, and Nana Komatsu, who plays Kanako, is amazing. This is like her first debut film, her first feature film, and she is commanding in it. She is unsettling in some moments, and just the stuff you find out is just wild bananas, gory, bloody. Like, it is really out there. And when I say bloody, it is all over the fucking place. There's some moments in the film that are just shocking, you know, but it's nothing overly too much. It's just a not so nice world to live in, and the father is not so nice, and nobody is nice, and it comes to a head of everybody not being nice to each other. And wow, I wouldn't say it's as good as something like Oldboy, but it's up there. I really am kind of caught off guard by this director, and I'm really looking to check out some more of their work to see if this was just this movie in particular. The novelist said that the script was so good that it made him cry because it was so true to his work that he was just so impressed. So, you know, that's saying something. Highly recommend this one. I would probably say I'm like at an 8.5 on this one. It could be an 8 if you're not into like dire characters who are just not good people, then it might grate on you. I could see that happening, but these are, to me, messed up characters in a messed up world, and where it ends up with all of these crazy characters is just a dirty, nasty, messed up treat. I highly recommend this. I really enjoyed it. I'm thankful that MVD sent this out to me. What a bang for your buck. This is a movie that is going to be out on the 9th, of course. I got links down below. If you like Oldboy and you like Tarantino a little bit, please trust me, this is one to watch. Even just watching the trailer will sell you, and believe me, it's as good as that. Let's get into the ingredients on this film and what's inside and what to expect, how it looked, etc. And we're going to go ahead and do that right now. So this is a Drafthouse Films pick. So this is one of the Alamo Drafthouse picks that they did. Really good choice, by the way, Drafthouse. I don't know that they have a cover necessarily for this one. Check out the cover on the side here with the B-roll I got. On the back, it's a little bit about some of the extras and stuff. This is in color, obviously, 118 minutes, English subtitles. They do have the Japanese audio, so you don't need the subtitles if you don't want them. This also has a format of 16:9 presentation, and it looks fantastic. Now, I put it in my 4K up-res player, and it looked damn near 40p. So it's gonna look really good in 1080p, I think, for you guys. I think everything in this movie looks fantastic. So some of the ingredients that we have inside here, I'll go over with you. The making of The World of Kanako, which is a 31-minute, 25-second HD sort of documentary style in Japanese with English subtitles, with the director and kind of him going over why he did the certain things that he did and how his process works and how he does the filmmaking process. It's really interesting. We also get an interview with actress Nana Komatsu, who plays Kanako. That's about 34 minutes and 46 seconds. We also get an interview with the novel writer, who is Akio Fukumaki. We also get the trailer and the teaser, and that's pretty much it. But I'm telling you, bam, man, this one is something else, man. I'm really excited to check out some of their other works. If you guys know where I can watch those, I do know that you can pick this up on the 9th. There's multiple different places. I'll put links to Amazon, MVD Entertainment, and also, you know, Diabolic and stuff like that. But yeah, nobody's talking about this, and they should be, because wow, I'm totally into this. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section down below about this. Are you a fan of thrillers? Did you like Oldboy? Do you like Tarantino films? Do you like movies that are just dire and mean and all the characters are just insanely terrible people? I don't know, man. There was something about this movie that just like got to me, and it is messed up. I would love to hear your thoughts on all of it down below, but if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and the subscribe button, and also hit that little bell notification to let you know when I get a brand new film coming up. We're gonna have a lot of films that I'm gonna be doing reviews of, so definitely keep your eyes out on the channel. Come to the channel, check it out. Thanks for coming by, and as always, long live the boys.